Tired of dealing with spills and messes? Introducing ShamWow, the revolutionary cleaning product that makes your life easier. Say goodbye to spills and messes with ShamWow's super absorbent material. Whether it's juice, coffee, or even pet accidents, ShamWow has got you covered. Just one swipe and the mess is gone. It's that simple. Order now and experience the magic of ShamWow. Don't let spills ruin your day. Let ShamWow save the day. Visit our website or call now to get your hands on this must-have cleaning tool. ShamWow, making your life cleaner one swipe at a time. Order your ShamWow today and make cleaning a breeze. Remember the good old days of sitting cross-legged in front of the telly when the world seemed so much simpler and our biggest concern was whether we could catch our favorite cartoon show on time? Those were the days when we would rush home from school, throw our backpacks aside and plop down in front of the television, eagerly waiting for the magic to begin. Munching on a bowl of sugary cereal, the kind that our parents would often frown upon but we loved so dearly. The crunch of each bite, the sweetness that lingered on our tongues, it was all part of the experience. It wasn't just about the cartoons, it was about the whole ritual, the comfort of routine, the joy of simple pleasures. And getting lost in the world of Cartoon Network? Oh, the sheer delight of it, the way those animated characters would come to life, taking us on adventures that were beyond our wildest dreams. We were transported to different worlds where anything was possible, and our imaginations were free to run wild. If you were a 90s kid, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You remember the excitement, the laughter, the way those shows made you feel. They weren't just cartoons, they were a part of our lives, a part of who we were. They shaped our childhoods, and in many ways, they shaped us. Those were the days when Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, and the Powerpuff Girls ruled the airwaves. Each show had its own unique charm, its own special magic. Dexter's Laboratory, with its quirky genius and endless inventions. Johnny Bravo, with his hilarious antics and over-the-top bravado. The Powerpuff Girls, with their fierce determination and heartwarming camaraderie. These shows were more than just entertainment, they were a part of our daily lives, a part of our culture. But folks, I've got some sad news. It's the kind of news that hits you right in the feels, that makes you pause and reflect on the passage of time. It's the end of an era, the closing of a chapter that was so dear to us. Cartoon Network is gone forever, it's hard to believe, isn't it? The network that brought us so much joy, so many memories, is no more. Cartoon Network is gone forever. The studios that once buzzed with creativity and innovation are now silent. The buildings that once housed our favorite shows are now empty. It's a stark reminder of how things change, how nothing lasts forever. But it's also a reminder of the impact that Cartoon Network had on our lives, the legacy that it leaves behind. Now, before you panic, let me explain. It's not as if the shows we loved have disappeared completely. They still exist in our memories, in reruns, in the hearts of those who grew up with them. But the network itself, the entity that brought them to us, has ceased to be. It's a complex situation, one that involves many factors, many changes. But at its core, it's a story of growth, of evolution, of moving on. You see, we all grew up. We went from being kids who couldn't wait to watch the next episode of our favorite cartoon to adults with responsibilities, with different interests. We changed, and in doing so, we left behind a part of our childhood. It's a natural part of life, but it's also a bittersweet one. We grew up, and in doing so, we left behind a massive void. We stopped watching new cartoons. Our tastes evolved, our interests shifted. We found new things to occupy our time, new shows to watch, new hobbies to pursue. The cartoons that once held our attention were replaced by other forms of entertainment. It's a part of growing up, but it's also a part of letting go. We moved on to other interests, and in doing so, we left behind a massive void. The things that once brought us so much joy were replaced by new passions, new pursuits. We found new ways to entertain ourselves, new ways to spend our time. But in doing so, we also left behind a part of ourselves, a part of our childhood. Cartoon Network tried to keep up, of course. They launched new shows, created fresh content, and did their best to attract new audiences. They tried to evolve, to adapt to the changing times. But it wasn't easy. The landscape of entertainment was shifting, and they had to find new ways to stay relevant. They launched new shows, created fresh content, and did their best to attract new audiences. They put in the effort, the creativity, the passion. They tried to capture the magic that once made them so beloved, but it was a different time, a different audience. The world had changed, and so had the tastes of viewers. But the magic just wasn't the same. The new shows, while creative and innovative, just didn't have the same impact. They didn't resonate in the same way. The fans who had grown up with the original shows found it hard to connect with the new content. It was a different era, a different vibe. The magic that once defined Cartoon Network was hard to replicate. Later generations, they got their own stuff. New networks, new characters, new heroes. The world of cartoons continued to evolve with new shows, new stories, new adventures. The kids of today have their own favorites, their own beloved characters. They have their own networks, their own sources of entertainment. It's a different world, but it's one that continues to bring joy to new generations. And we, the 90s kids, we stopped tuning in. We moved on, found new interests, new passions. We changed the channel, both literally and figuratively. The shows that once held our attention were replaced by new forms of entertainment. It's a part of growing up, but it's also a part of letting go. It's not just nostalgia talking here, it's a recognition of the impact that Cartoon Network had on our lives, the way it shaped our childhoods. It's a reflection on the passage of time, the changes that come with growing up. It's a bittersweet acknowledgement of the end of an era, but also a celebration of the memories that we hold dear. There's a simple economic reality at play. The world of entertainment is driven by viewership, by ratings, by revenue. Without a steady stream of viewers, shows can't generate the kind of revenue needed to stay afloat. It's a harsh reality, but it's one that drives the industry. The decline in viewership had a direct impact on the network's ability to sustain itself. Without a steady stream of viewers, shows can't generate the kind of revenue needed to stay afloat. The financial struggles of the network were a direct result of the changing tastes of viewers, the shift in interests. The shows that once brought in high ratings were no longer able to do so. The network struggled to find its footing, to stay relevant in a changing landscape. And so, the networks start to struggle. The decline in viewership leads to a decline in revenue, which in turn leads to financial difficulties. It's a cycle that is hard to break, a challenge that many networks face. The struggle to stay afloat, to remain relevant, is a constant battle in the world of entertainment. Commercially, they just don't do as well. The decline in viewership has a direct impact on the network's profitability. The shows that once brought in high ratings and revenue are no longer able to do so. The network's financial struggles are a reflection of the changing tastes of viewers, the shift in interests. It's pretty disheartening, isn't it? To think that something that was such a big part of our childhood has become a relic of the past. It's a reminder of the passage of time, the changes that come with growing up. But it's also a reminder of the impact that Cartoon Network had on our lives, the memories that we hold dear. To think that something that was such a big part of our childhood has become a relic of the past. The old logo, the vintage TV. It's all a reminder of a time that was so special to us. It's a part of our history, a part of who we are. But it's also a part of growing up and moving forward. But it's also a part of growing up. We cherish those memories and we move forward. We look back with fondness, with nostalgia, but we also look ahead to new adventures, new experiences. It's a part of life, a part of the journey. We hold on to the memories, but we also embrace the future. We cherish those memories and we move forward. We hold on to the things that were special to us, the items that bring back those memories. We keep them close as a reminder of a time that was so dear to us. But we also move forward, embracing new experiences, new adventures. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to buy some sick goth clothing from Hot Topic, because some things from the 90s are just too good to let go. The fashion, the style, it's all a part of who we are. It's a way to hold on to the past while also embracing the present. And eat at a Pizza Hut with a salad bar and red cups, because some things from the 90s are just too good to let go. The food, the atmosphere, it's all a part of the experience. It's a way to relive those memories, to hold on to the things that were special to us, because some things from the 90s are just too good to let go. The retro items, the nostalgia, it's all a part of who we are. It's a way to hold on to the past while also embracing the present. It's a way to keep the memories alive, to hold on to the things that were special to us. Thanks for listening, and keep the nostalgia alive, because the memories, the experiences, they are all a part of who we are. They shape us, they define us, And while we move forward, we also hold on to the things that were special to us. So keep the nostalgia alive and cherish the memories.